Okay, family. Osman here, just bringing an update to you on my dry fast. I just broke it with, I'll show you, a heavenly coconut. Yes, I mean, um, just the first couple of sips, just like my whole body was just electrified, man. I'm telling you, this is unreal. This is like nectar from the gods, you know, like, and this is a good one as well. You know what I mean? It's a good coconut. And I love it, man. I'm going to have another sip. All right, just excuse me for a little while. Oh, yeah. Oh. Uh, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. You know, today, like, it rained today and the temperature dipped. And I felt cold right in my bones, man. I was like, this is just not nice anymore, you know? I mean, I could have persevered and gone in another day or two, but I was like, you know what? I love myself more than that, you know? And I ain't got nothing to prove, man, you know what I mean? Because I got self empowerment, man. I can do what I want to do, you know? Yeah, and another time, another day, you know what I mean? I'll take it to another limit, you know? Because that's me. I like to push all the limits and break all the boundaries, you know what I mean? That's just what I do, you know? I love doing what I do, you know what I mean? Pushing boundaries and just like breaking down borders, you know what I mean? Those things don't exist in my life, you know what I mean? I just move forward all the time, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just broke this fast with some coconuts, you know, and the world is good. Everything is great, you know. I'm happy, you know. Like I was saying, I was laying up in bed today. It was cold. It was raining. I was like, nah, enough. So I just basically just busted open a coconut. I took a sip and I was like, oh, damn, this is good. You know, like all my cells were just firing the moment I had the first couple of sips. I could feel it. It's like a tingling all over my body. You know what I mean? This shit is electric, man. But you know what, right? You can't really feel the electricity of certain foods when you're physically dense. You know what I mean? When you're eating different things and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's why I believe. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna go there right now, but I may do in the future. I may go there now. I don't know. Mono food, mono meals is best, man. You know what I mean? Because your body can assimilate and eliminate. You know, or shall I say, assimilate, electrify, and eliminate. Right? There's no mixed messages inside of the body saying, "Oh, what's he just had? Oh, what am I gonna make of this mixture? Okay, this is a bit confusing and a bit conflicting, you know." And that's where you see we get problems because there's too much different information in the body. You know what I'm saying? When you're putting different things together, you know, even like you know, what I mean, when you cook your food and you're cooking your food with this herb and that spice, plus you got the food on top, and you got some. Let's say you got some quinoa, you got some vegetables, you got some herbs and spices. I mean, I ain't saying there's nothing really wrong with that, but still, you got to look at it realistically. And I mean, in nature, like I study nature, and I don't see chimpanzees in the forest with a fig tree and a banana tree. Now, well, there ain't no banana trees in the forest for near where chimpanzees are anyway. But you don't see a chimpanzee eating figs and any other fruit and another different fruit all at the same time because they just don't exist in nature like that. You don't find them all just hanging around the same place. So chimpanzees will go, they'll sit in a fig tree and they'll eat. They'll just be ripping figs apart and just eating and just defecating and just, yeah, and just swinging through the trees in a joyful manner, you know. They don't, you know, we just like, we eat a combination of things, man. We have fruit salad with all different fruits from all over the world that you wouldn't find in the same part of the world, you know. So, you know, there's a conflict, you know what I mean? But anyway, you know what I mean? This coconut water is good. And so I broke my fast with this. And I'll rest on the coconut tonight, you know what I mean? This will be my last one, you know what I mean? I had a half of one that I had in a bottle for the little one, you know what I mean? Because he had a half today, and I was like, I looked at his little half in a bottle that was fridge, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drink this. So I did, and it was good. And then I just busted open another one here, and I'm just sipping on this here now, you know? Yeah, because I was dry, my mouth was dry. Dry fasting is, I mean, if I was to show you my stomach, man, let me get up and show you my stomach. All right, let me get up and show you. If I can give you a good picture, a good image. All right, look at that. It's just sunken, man. Sunken, you know? And, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I gave you a good picture there. I mean, I'll take a picture somewhere down the line and show you properly. But it doesn't really matter anyway, you know what I mean? I'm just sunken, man. You know what I'm saying? I've shrunk. You know what I mean? It's a shedding, man. I'm shedding enough things, you know what I mean? And I'm happy, you know? Today, I sort of laid up in bed there, and I knotted out some things half, you know what I mean? In a half high, not half high, but like in a half awake kind of manner, you know what I mean? I was like, every little thing I did, I had to rest. So I do a little bit of this, research that, rest. I got up, I tried to do a salute to the sun this morning. I could barely lift my arms and throw them around my back. I was like, when I tried to do the whole throw my body back and that, I was like, my knee back, I was like, nah, I ain't punishing myself. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing is deep, man. You know, for every day of a dry fast, it's equivalent to about 3 or 4 days of a water fast, right? And I've just done 4, 4.5, they're coming up to 5 really. I ain't even sure. I got to look at when I started to really check that. So, you know what I mean? On top of 7 days of water, you know? Yeah, man. I feel good, you know what I mean? And anything's possible, man. Anything is possible, you know? And anything I can do, you can do. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like our brother Taylor, who's like, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ on Facebook, they call him. You know, what he calls himself. And I'm sure this is not his saying, but you know what I mean? They say what one gorilla knows, all gorilla knows. So what I know, you know. So what I can do, you can do. You know, it's just that we're not living in nature anymore, so we're a bit insane. You know, all of us are suffering from some kind of insanity. Because if you're not where you belong, you're insane. You know what I mean? Planet Earth is like a zoo. You know? Like how you see all the animals just running around the cage in a zoo, walking around in circles. Hoo, 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 ha, ha, ha. That's us, you know what I mean? Get in our car, run around here, run to the shop, run home, watch TV, go around. We do the same thing every day. We're in the zoo. You know what I'm saying? We're not exactly going, okay, we're living out in nature. Let's camp out here. We're staying here for a while. Set up camp here. Food is good. Nice clean water. Everything's blessed. Sunshine. You know, weather change or something. We just feel like chat. We can just move and go somewhere else. So we just move. So we're trotting through creation. But in this mad, domesticated world that we live in, we ain't doing that. We're just running around in circles. So we're in a zoo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's another subject for another day. But you know what I mean? We're not in nature. You know? And like I said, what I know, you know. And what I can do, you can do. Nothing's impossible. You know? I've had a lot of things in my life that I've had to overcome. You know what I mean? Some deep emotional family shit and stuff that I've had to get through. You know what I mean? To do what I'm doing. And all those things I've had to go through has given me a lot of strength and a lot of resolve. And that's why I do what I do today, you know what I mean? Because I'm a healer. That's what I am. That's what I is, you know? And I don't care what anybody say. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm on this journey and I'm learning as I go. I taught myself, you know? I taught myself, you know? I got help from many people, you know what I mean? Who give me little tips and little guidance. But, you know what I mean? I push forward and I'm always trying to break boundaries. I'm always in the field. You know, I go and I dig up my own herbs. I go in nature. I study the herbs. I study their movement. I study the time of year, their season. You know, I know what their quality. I know their power. I know that fresh is best. You know, so, and I've healed people before. You know, I've had people come to my house, stayed over for like a couple of days. You know what I mean, with different ailments and that. And within about 2 or 3 days, they're well. And they left my house feeling happy and took all the knowledge with them. And I'm happy for them, you know. So I'm a healer, man. That's why I is, you know. And I was trod on with that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna push on. I'm gonna take this to another level, you know. Because what I've learned in the last couple of days, yeah, I'm gonna put that to use, you know. And you can earn from that as well, or learn from that, you know. And I'm gonna put together some things, man. I'm gonna put together my own compounds, which I've got a few of them that I've made up already. Um, I've got some nutritional treats and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like my thing is like food is medicine. Medicine is food. So I in most of the things that I prepare, cooked and raw, there's a combination of food and herbs together. So I bring them, marry the two together, you know. People who know me know that I use a lot of different herbs, you know, a lot of electric herbs, and I marry them with the food. You know what I mean? Like if I make a soup, there's gonna be burdock in there. There's gonna be sea moss in there. You know, I'm gonna electrify the foods that are not electrified. Because I heard the great Dr. Sebi, not late. He ain't late. He's early, or he's on time. He's on point. But yeah, I heard Dr. Sebi when I heard Dr. Sebi years ago say, "Look, I'm gonna get some electric foods, and I'm gonna feed it to a carrot, and I'm gonna make the carrot electric." I went, "What? Why I hear this man say that?" I say, "I'm gonna try that," and I tried it, and it works. Because you should see my yard. I'm gonna drop some videos on my yard in a couple of weeks. I've just recently moved to this new yard here, and I've just set it up. I moved here in the summer last year, and it was too hot to get anything going on. You know what I mean? And so everything was in their pots that I moved, and I couldn't put them in the soil because the soil wasn't ready, and then they'd started to suffer in the pot, so I had to just chuck them in the soil without preparing the soil. So these last couple of weeks I've been in that yard there digging like from dusk till dawn, getting it right, you know, moving things around, getting all my electric plants, my electric herbs on one side, all the cultivars over there, but you know, the best cultivars. And so yeah, so I'm gonna make some walkthrough videos explaining the different herbs that I grow, their purposes, how to use them, you know. And I'll probably put these in ebooks as well in the future. So look out for me in the future, man. I got a lot of things happening, man. And this fast has helped me to really see clearly the direction that I'm going to be taking in what I'm going to be putting out, the information and knowledge that can help you all to regain your health. So I thank you all for just being, you know. And I'm happy just being. And I'm just happy to just share the knowledge with you. Peace and blessings and guidance to you all, brothers and sisters. One love.